Hello out there. Today I'm going to talk about this classic 1968 film starring Burt Lancaster called The Swimmer. It stars also Janet Landgard and Janice Rule, and it's based on a screenplay by Eleanor Perry and the original source material by John Cheever. And it's of course a very odd film. It almost seems like Charlie Kaufman would have written this if he had been given the chance. It's just a strange film, and this release is a wonderful 4K Blu-ray. I'm sorry, a Blu-ray release by Grindhouse releasing, and they went back to the original camera negative and did a 4K scan. It's not a 4K HDR Blu-ray, but it is a 1080p, but it's based off of a 4K scan, and it looks heavenly. It's a great looking flick, and the movie itself is something that's really just almost beyond classification. It feels, like I said, like a Charlie Kaufman effort, perhaps a Twilight Zone episode, and basically it's about a guy who shows up at a friend's house in the New England area, and they've got this wonderful backyard swimming pool, and he just walks up onto the backyard swimming pool and sees his friends out there and says hello and proceeds to, jump in and do a lap, and then talks with them for a while, and then gets this bright idea that instead of driving home, he's going to walk and swim home. So he's got it in his mind that he's got about 6 or 7 houses that he could walk to that have pools. He can go and swim a lap and then continue on till his final destination. And it's just a strange movie. Now, this release, again, this is Grindhouse releasing, their boutique Blu-ray company, and they've done a terrific job. It's got this wonderful slipcase, and then the disc itself contains the original soundtrack on CD, which is really quite good. It contains this booklet, which has some essays and production stills. It's quite good and interesting. Again, the story behind this film is also worth exploring because it went through quite an ordeal through the production. There was actually another actress who was going to play the part that ultimately went to Janice Rule, and it's just a terrific exploration on the human condition, with Burt Lancaster, being, I think, at his best. And this company, Grindhouse Releasing, has really done the film justice. It's one of those movies that would pop up at revival showings at film festivals and so forth, and it's generally regarded as one of Burt Lancaster's best films. But like I said, it's such an odd duck of a movie. It's quite bizarre, and it's funny. Some of it is definitely a product of its time and place, and there's some toxic masculinity in it, and certainly the women aren't treated with the sort of respect that you would expect in today's times. But it's not totally misogynistic. It actually does show the effects of toxic masculinity in a way that was pretty rare for the time. So I think in that way it was sort of proto-woke, as it were. It just seemed to have something to say in a time when no one was really saying those things. So I think it's definitely worth your time, worth a look. And if you're able to get your hands on this Grindhouse release of it, you won't regret it. So until the next time, take care, everyone, and be safe.